Hold up or shut up time. What's up, y'all? Brandon Love Sports TV. Yeah, y'all, it's game 7. Game 7 coming up. We on the verge of having the greatest comeback in NBA playoffs history. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even know why we're at this point. But if the Miami Heat lose, which it looks like it's highly likely, then this will be a back-end sweep. I'm going to do another video about that probably later today. But this is just goes to show you don't celebrate, till you got your enemy down. You think all the cliches, don't count your chickens before they hatch. And, it's another one about the horses leaving the barn. I can't think of that one. But you name them. And unfortunately, the Miami Heat are in a bad predicament right now. It's not looking too good for Miami. But either way, I think Denver's going to destroy whoever gets in the finals because they've had the time to rest. And, now that I think about it, I was doing a live stream earlier, but I had to take it off because I was having some issues with the connection. But to play devil's advocate, which I don't do a lot of when it comes to basketball, because I believe it's a man's game. At the end of the day, you got to man up, take responsibility, and do what you know you're supposed to do. But it could be fatigue, to be honest with you. That's why you don't play for that play-in tournament. That's why you got to take care of business during the regular season and don't let it come down to the play-in tournament. Because if it comes down to the play-in tournament, then you're going to have problems. Because the play-in tournament is like, that adds more layers to it. And also, too, if you go ahead and secure your spot in the playoffs, then you don't have to worry about playing your stars down the stretch of the season. See, you got to remember, a lot of people are not recognizing the fact that Jokic didn't play, the last 3-4 games of the season. They were rested there. They, got more time off during the play-in tournament. And they had the fresh legs. And that's they're going to have more fresh legs in the finals. And this is all due in part to the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat would have done what they were supposed to, took care of business, finished the sweep. They would have the same amount of rest to go tit for tat with the Denver Nuggets. But no, they chose to let the series slip away, to make dumb decisions. Joe Mazzulla and them. Joe Mazzulla just turned the series around, just pretty much outfoxed Eric Spoelstra. Spoelstra is a veteran. I think 10, 12 years in the league coaching. 2010, I think was his first year. 13 years. 13 years. And it's sad. It's sad that it's come to this, but Boston's going to win this series, man. Y'all may as well get ready for it because they're going to win this thing in 7 games. And as a Laker fan, I absolutely despise Boston. I don't like what they stand for. And I just feel like they get help from the referees. It's a storybook franchise, and nothing would stick it to the Lakers better than to let the Boston Celtics get their 7th championship before the Lakers get, their 18th championship, and before the Lakers get ours. So, yeah, it looks like Boston's gonna get this thing done, and it's sad. Because truthfully, if you really look at it, Miami got swept. They lose tonight, they got swept. Back end sweep. But if they can redeem themselves, you can say that, Miami won the first 3, Boston won the next 3. Miami finished them off at 7. If my memory serves me correctly, I think it was like that last year, was back and forth between these two teams. So it's just like they tend to mirror each other, So this would be funny if Miami could somehow pull this off in Game 7. But nothing about the last 3 games makes me believe that Jimmy Butler's going. Well, Jimmy Butler probably played better than he did. I expect Jimmy Butler to have. That might be the X factor. Jimmy Butler didn't play well in game 3. No, not game 1. I'm talking about game 6. He didn't play well. So that he should progress to the mean or regress, whatever one you want to say. And I don't expect him to go. What was this? What was it? 4 of 12, 4, whatever it was. He was awful. But I don't expect him to play that poorly this time. I expect Bam to play better. We'll see. But they're gonna be at a disadvantage because they're in Boston. So you're on the road. That's another disadvantage of not having we don't have a home court advantage. It's an uphill battle throughout the playoffs. And they were playing teams, so that means they didn't have home court advantage in any of the rounds. So, man, God knows, I hope Miami wins the series. Golly, Boston Celtics fans are obnoxious. But, like I said, like I've been saying, this is, Eric Spoelstra's legacy could come into question, and deservedly so. You had them dead to rights, couldn't finish them, and as a result, they come back and win 4 straight. That's I already won 3 straight. Even if they do win the series, it still was a collapse. So, what has Eric Spoelstra done? Of significance? Well, it's just the big 3 left. He did make it to the finals in 2020 in the bubble, but man, this is gonna make Eric Spoelstra look bad. And it ain't even all his fault. It's the players got to go. Bam, them got to play better. Jimmy Butler got to play. Tyler Hero, them got to play better. At the end of the day, the players got to go out there and take care of business and do what they're supposed to do. You can't put it all on the coach, but at the same time, Spoelstra you're going to get the blame. It's the way it is. You getting the money, you the man, you Pat Riley's man, you the head coach. You got to find a way to inspire your players to pull off the win. Because all you need is one win. Now you're in trouble now because now all they need is one win. All Boston needs one. So it's a matter of just a war of attrition now at this point. It's just a matter of who wants it more. Who wants it. So, they got to determine whether or not they want it. Miami, you had a chance to put this thing away and you didn't do it. So at this stage of the game, it's on you. And I hate that we got to even have this conversation. Like, this series should have been over last week. A week ago it should have been over. They should have finished them the day after we got swept. The Lakers got swept. They should have completed the sweep the next day. Something told me when that thing went 5 games, I was like, man. When they lost that one game, I was like, okay, this could go 5. And I was like, oh, man, I got nervous. I was like, man, I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on here. He said, Heat about to choke. Yeah. And that's what it's starting to look like, homie. That's what it's starting to look like, man. I hate that, but I see that coming, man. And I don't know, man. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's, I don't know. I'm going to keep my mouth closed. I ain't going to get it. I'm not going to get into what I think. Maybe I'll call Too Raw. We'll talk about it or something like that. But yeah, man, I'm utterly disappointed. As a Laker fan, you never want to see the Boston Celtics get one up on you, but it's looking like, at least they're going to make it to the finals, at least. I'm hoping Denver, with all the rest they've had, that Jokic and Jamal Murray can put these boys to bed. But, Boston Celtics and Boston and Denver will be a good finals. It'll be a good finals, I think. I think the talent matches up nicely. It's going to be, the superstars going to do their thing. But then it's just a matter of what the role players. It's going to be a war of the role players. I don't know. I think Denver got home court. I think they're going to have home court. Yeah, Denver, because Denver got the best record in the league. So they should have home court. So we'll see. What do you think? You think it's rigged? I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I ain't gonna say it, man. One of these days I'm gonna get a Patreon, and when I do on my Patreon, I'm gonna talk more about those kind of things. But I'm gonna kind of leave that to myself, man. But I just know Miami better get out there and take care of business today, man. Tonight. Oh, it's gonna be. I don't even know how to say it. Slow singing and something. I don't know how it works, but I'll just say this. They don't do it. They don't take care of business tonight. You better go kiss the babies, put them to bed, call it a night, because the momentum is completely shifted to Boston. And they got the home court advantage for Game 7. They're going home. I don't see any way how Miami can win this game. Because I think their dignity's been stripped from them, their pride, they're hurt physically, emotionally, because they've been getting beat up the last few games. Mentally, everything. And I think they're gonna get blown out. I think Boston's gonna blow this thing wide open. I see Boston winning this game by between 25 and 30 points. I think it's gonna be close early. I think Miami's gonna hit them with their last shot, and then they're gonna run out of gas, and then it's gonna be all Boston from that point on. So tomorrow we're gonna be talking about Boston and Denver tomorrow. Talking about Jason Tatum against Jokic is gonna be the storyline tomorrow. So just brace yourself for it. It's about to go down, and I hate this, but Miami, they to blame. They to blame. They let this thing slip away. We decided to stop playing defense, stop paying attention to detail, get away from the things you've been doing. This is what happens. And also they have a rookie head coach who, doesn't learn how to make it. That's not great at making adjustments. Kind of like what the Lakers are dealing with Darvin Ham. It just is what it is. I mean, this is where we are. We're in this predicament. We'll just see what happens. Hopefully Miami got enough dog in them. And Jimmy Buckets. I don't want to see Jimmy Butler tonight. I want to see Jimmy Buckets. Please, Jimmy Buckets. I don't want to see Jimmy Butler tonight. We've seen enough of Jimmy Butler. The last 3 games we've seen Jimmy Butler. It's time to put Jimmy Butler to bed and let's see Jimmy Buckets show up. Because that's the only way Miami's going to have a chance if Jimmy Buckets shows up, not Jimmy Butler. The only shot they got. So, man. All right, y'all, I'm about to jump off this live stream. There's not a lot of people. I think everybody's eating barbecue and stuff in their faces. But we'll probably go home, go live again tonight after the games. I get my thoughts as I review the game and go over what Boston is holding up that Eastern Conference Finals trophy at home. All right, y'all. Brandon Love Sports TV. I am out, y'all. Peace.